What's up, NASCAR 15 fans? David Land here, and we are about to race at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Quick look at the driver standings after the Daytona race. We are in 26th position, 1 win, 1 pole, 4 top 5s. But as folks astutely pointed out in the comments, I think a couple races ago, I need to do some winning, so much winning, because look how many people in this top 10 have wins, and of course, the top 16 drivers get into the chase. Just look at all the wins further down the board. So yeah, we really need to start doing some winning because there are a lot of guys technically locked into the chase right now. Kansas still leads. Let's go and take a look at the starting grid. And while I didn't match my Daytona performance, I still did pretty well. So the grid, Clint Boyer is on the pole, Jimmy Johnson is alongside him, all the usual suspects are up here, but where are we? We are down here in 15th alongside Kyle Larson. Pretty good qualifying effort, I have to say. As we go down through the rest of the field, you can see where the rest of the drivers are. The Daytona winner, Cole Witt, is 25th. And as we head down all the way to the back of the grid, we have some of the usual suspects back there as well. Very tight field. You can see pretty much everybody in the 29s. Of course, the fast guys are in the 28s. It's going to be an exciting race. Kentucky usually is. It's the old surface in NASCAR 15. So let's head over to Daryl and Mike to get us started.
Welcome to NASCAR's newest Sprint Cup track. For today's running of the Quaker State 400, I'm Mike Joy with hometown hero Darrell Waltrip.
Oh yeah, my old Kentucky home, Mike. The track's got a few bumps in it here and there. The drivers don't complain about them. A lot says it gets the track carried. I like the track carried.
And we've got a cast of characters in this field today.
Yes, we do. And of course, we've only been here a couple of times, so hard to predict.
You're right, Darrell. Most teams' notebooks are pretty thin on this place, but Kentucky shares a lot of characteristics with some of the tracks we've been racing at for a long, long time. The question is, who has the right combination of horsepower, handling, track position, and pit stops to win today?
So essentially what Mike Joy was saying there is that Kentucky's a cookie cutter, but I guess that wasn't PC to say. Big group of cars here, right in the middle of it. It is Kentucky, it is NASCAR 15, and we've got a couple of Ganassi cars out on the outside.
Let's go horsepower racing,
wow,
boys and
okie
girls.
dokie. We are going to wreck immediately
Yellow's out, going to caution.
before the green. That's a good start. So, Carl Edwards decided to pass me on the apron on the start. Both the Sport Clips cars were involved, and then a major pile-up taking the whole back half of the field with him. No reason for me to pit that early in the race. It's essentially just a redo of what we had just a few seconds ago. So let's try this again and try not to get spun out, even though we do have Greg Biffle, I believe, behind us. Here we go.
Nicely done, man.
Green is out.
Car tucked in
This
behind
time it's a much better start. In fact, that's Casey Kane back there. And yes, I'm aware it's not pronounced Casey Kane. For the love of God, people,
Good job.
have a sense of humor.
Really good. Come on, man.
So that was a good start. That was a really good start. We were able to
Car
stay on the
outside,
bottom,
Trying to get to your corner.
make up a few positions
We'll get you next
there.
time,
We are
buddy.
not back to our originally qualified position,
Watch
unfortunately,
your
yet.
outside.
And now we're 3-4 wide down the back
side.
straightaway, and Jeff Gordon's going to
Car
slow down
approaching high.
a ton.
Looking high.
But as the field starts to spread out a little bit, I think we're going to be in a little bit better shape.
Right's clear.
There's Greg Biffle. Okay, he's in the
50 to go.
Ortho,
5-0.
whatever,
You can
Fire
do
Ant
this.
Killer car or something like that. I think that's the paint scheme that is. It was a NASCAR Authentics back when Spin Master
Looking
did
low.
it. But that's like 2-year-old
Got car
information
closing on
in
your
a 2-year-old game.
Gotta
Oh
get to the
boy,
bottom.
Brian Vickers had a really good
Coming high.
run to the outside there, and we're just going to sneak in, try to
Holding up
anyway.
top.
Couldn't quite hold the car on the bottom.
Car
Vickers
closing
is
on
going to
the
get put in the
inside.
wall.
Clear up high.
Sorry, Brian. And we are just going to get absolutely swamped.
Come on, buddy.
That's what
Gotta
happens in
work for that,
NASCAR
buddy.
15 when you lose just that little bit of momentum. Suddenly, everybody is around
Looking
you
really good, buddy.
as we
Keep
go
it low.
underneath Cole
Keep it
Witt.
low.
Get just a little bit of contact, but it
Versus lead
actually
about 3 seconds.
helped me get around the corner. Not sure how that works, but it does. So now still battling with Cole Witt down into turn 3.
Watch
Try to
your
get
rear.
this car turned.
Car outside. Trying to get to your
Just feels like
corner.
a little bit of push through 3,
Car up top. Just looking.
and they are 4 wide
You're
behind.
outside. Coming
Yeah,
on the
they are
high side.
definitely faster in 3 and 4
He's
than
going on
I
the
am.
outside.
But I feel like
Go
I'm
low,
way
go
faster
low.
in 1 and 2. If I could just get a decent run through here, I think I'd be able to take
The
a few
leader's 4
people.
seconds in front.
But we can't do it just yet. We're still stuck in
Looking
21st.
outside.
Well, this is like NASCAR heat.
Car
We're
up top, just
stuck
looking.
in the same position that we always
Hold your
seem to be
position.
stuck in.
Car 2 back.
But I think we'll be getting
Watch
good
your
fuel
outside.
mileage, as we
on
usually
the
do
bottom.
in this game. As we've got just a gaggle of
On your
cars.
bumper.
Wow, holy smoke. Oh,
They're waving the yellow. Caution's out.
of course that happened. I didn't even mean to do that. So I was just, well, okay, they were 2 by 2 all the way down below me. So we were like, what, 5 wide? Wow. I'm
Hey,
still
do
not
what
going to
you do,
bring the
buddy.
car into the
We got one of
pits
the
yet.
fastest
We're
cars
still
here today.
way,
We
way
can do
good
this.
on fuel. So, we're starting in the center of the pack on used tires with some guys on fresh ones behind us. So, this will probably be an interesting restart, I
We
would
got this, buddy.
imagine.
Check your inside.
We're just going to try to be a
Car on
little
the
bit
bottom, 1 back.
careful,
Car inside, trying to get to
not be
your corner.
too crazy, because again,
Car
we're
approaching
working a
low.
mileage game.
Got 1 behind you.
I think it may end
Watch
up
your
working out
inside.
for us. Whoops.
Looking inside.
That was a great save by David
Car
Gilliland.
closing on the inside.
That was a really great save, but you
Looking
can
low.
see the car's on fresh tires, just able to hold the bottom way better than I am.
He's
Gonna
charging.
try to slot into line there, but just could not
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
keep
Step it up.
Waltrip behind
Watch
me
your mirror. He's coming up fast.
as we
on
slide
the
up the
high
track
side.
a little bit. And literally everybody's going
right on
underneath.
you.
I had to get into the wall there to avoid David Gilliland. Let's try to get to the bottom here if we can.
Car right behind you.
Ooh, really, really sent it off into the corner. But it pays
your
off,
outside.
and we gain a couple of positions,
Got
or
car
at
closing
least
on your
gain some
outside.
track
Move
position.
down low.
We block Regan Smith down the
approaching
back
high.
straightaway.
Set him up. That's it.
And again,
First is leading by
really
3
some
seconds.
slow cars there. I think this
Watch
is
your
the
rear.
effect of having guys on old tires ahead
Car
of
one
guys on
back.
new tires. You get a gigantic gaggle of cars.
Clear high.
And we are 3 wide again. Boy, there's a lot of 3 wide racing today. So we're going to try to drive around the outside of these guys
Looking really
here.
good, buddy.
Outer line working a
low.
little bit. We'll try to see if we can get some momentum off of the corner.
Car on your rear.
And we actually
Your
do,
left
so
side.
it's an interesting line,
Car
but
in
it
line with
works.
Stay on the
And
bottom.
we just get under Michael Annette.
Watch your outside.
Can we drive through the
Looking
center here?
outside.
Think
Closing
no,
on the
we just
bottom.
didn't have the drive off of the corner. JJ Yaley's going to come down to the inside.
The leader is 4 seconds in front.
Whoa,
on the
you just got to be
outside.
very careful. Just kind of settle in a little
Stay up
bit
top.
and get the car turned around the outside, and maybe we can actually use that momentum around the outside, and indeed
Low
we
side's
do
clear.
get around Kane. So that is good as well. And Kyle Busch looked like he was washing up into Josh
Go to the high
Wise
side.
there for just a second.
Left side's clear.
And Kane's going to get a big run
He's
on the
charging.
outside. So I'm going to have to
good
hope
low.
that Yaley gives me a little bit of drafting help into turn number 1.
Just keep a good pace.
And can we
You're
get around the
doing
Doji
good.
Doge? Car we always seem to be around in this game, whether
Looking
we're running
high.
at the front or at the back.
Closing up top.
The Doge is always
There's
watching.
5 second gap between you and the leader. Go
Wow.
to work now, buddy. Come on.
Wow, what a save. What a save. I think the wall saved me more than I really did, but screw it. We got a Menard
one
teammate
back.
just ahead of us. We're going 3 wide,
Stay
2
high.
rows deep, and that's 4 wide. And I drove it in way, way too
Watch your
hot.
inside.
I almost
Coming
pulled it
low.
off, though.
On your bumper.
As we slot in there. Just keep it. Try to
Nice
keep it
pass, man. Keep working.
somewhere in this part of the track where we can't get run into. That's terrible commentary,
Go
but
top.
whatever. We're sitting in the middle of.
Coming on
We're
the
sitting
high
in the
side.
back of the pack, in the middle of
Okay,
a bunch of cars.
nice and smooth.
Goodness
Nice
gracious!
and
I almost
smooth.
got spun off of Jeff Gordon there. There goes Tony
7
Stewart down to the
seconds ahead to
inside.
lead car.
It is the retirement
Inside's
home
clear.
around here, except for Regan Smith for some reason, who inexplicably has a junior motorsports ride in Cup. I would be interested, though, if Dale Jr. ever does come back, like everybody's suggesting he will for a Daytona 500 later on down the line, that they'll use a loophole and Rick Hendrick will prepare a car for him, but he himself will be the entrant. So Dale Jr. will be driving for Junior Motorsports in what is essentially a 5th Hendrick car.
Car in front's heading to the
I'm
pit.
kind of expecting that to happen at some point. So, pit stops beginning, and I would imagine silliness is about to
First is in
start
front by 8 seconds.
as cars peel off into the pits. Generally in NASCAR 15, that creates crashing, lots and lots of crashing. So let's see if I can work some strategy here and also have some pace, it looks like, on
Looks
Regan
really
Smith,
good right here.
and be able to really start making up places. So
Okay,
who's
let's go.
coming in
Gotta
this
step it up.
time? Around. See if we can use a run here. We do have a run, but I don't think there's enough cars that really got held up significantly
behind
from
you.
the cars coming into the pits. We've still got at least a couple laps on fuel that we
Got a
can
car
make as
behind.
Tony Stewart nearly takes out Jeff Gordon there. Didn't quite finish the job, though. And we're going to get on the apron because I was just that bad through turn
Got
1
car
and 2.
closing on your outside. Car in
comes
front
Smith.
heading to the pit.
Okay, let's try to run a high line here,
Check your inside.
just to kind of stay out of the silliness if it indeed does happen, which it did
Clear on the
not.
left.
So Regan Smith just gets a free position there. Keselowski leads, and we are just still mired in this pack. I do wonder if the field's going to spread out once the pit stops are through, and what that is going to do with to the racing, not with the racing, but to the racing. Will
Right
it
side's
spread
clear.
out? Will it continue to be packed up like this? Will it be easier to pass or harder to pass? All things I'm
Clear right
interested in
side.
finding out here in the next few laps, but none of the people we pitted
Five
with
second gap between you and the leader.
or pitted after us have come into the pits, so we're still not outdoing them on fuel mileage, but really we couldn't really expect to do that now, could we? And right down on the
Save your
apron,
fuel, buddy.
could not
I can't
do
say
that
this
in
enough.
NASCAR
Save.
heat,
Car
and I
front
think I'm
heading
going
to
to
the
run
pit.
one more lap here at full speed as we've got more cars peeling off into the pits.
Keep a good
Right
pace,
next to the
you're
wall, a
doing
little
great.
bit of contact. We should be able to make it around
Come on,
pretty
man, you have to
easily,
pit this lap.
as there's going to be a lot of lifting involved. Plus, I'll just kick the clutch in here halfway down the back straightaway and
Leader 6
hopefully
seconds ahead.
be able to make it into the pits, no problem. And right here, clutch in, starting to get on the brakes, and here comes a lot of other cars as well, and we're just going to kind of roll up
You
on
ready,
them
buddy?
here.
We're low on fuel.
Try not to spin
Keep an eye on
and
your
into the
speed.
pits.
We don't need-
All right, this is going to be a long stop. Foreign fuel, adding a little bit of tape to the grill just to kind of try to get a little more bite in the corners. I'd like a little bit more forward bite, as I said already, David. Good job. But the pit crew going to work. We're just waiting on this pit stop to end. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, now where do we cycle out?
Great stop, guys. In and
39th.
out. It's all up to you now, buddy.
We're doing
Just
great,
ahead of
buddy.
Chase
That pit
Elliott.
stop's gonna make all the difference.
But we're
We
going
gotta
to
go
see
to
what our
work now.
pace
We gotta
is
go to work.
when we get on it. That is David Gilliland back there. And, oh, yeah, there's cars that haven't pitted yet. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on, but now I've got it figured out. Larson leads by 12 seconds over us, and the field is now spread out. So let's see what we can do as a lot more cars are coming out of the pits as well, that we're on that alternate strategy of pitting during the yellow flag. And we didn't just quite get in turn 1 very well, but we are coming up behind Jeff Gordon. We should be able to get around him, I would hope anyway. So he tries to pass AJ Allmendinger and gets a
Stay
little
low.
bit wide, and that's going to
Keep
allow me
rolling.
to the inside. And now can we get a draft off of Allmendinger?
Great time there, buddy. That's a personal best lap.
There we go. We're starting to
Way to go, man.
set 29s like we were in qualifying. So this is the pace we need to be setting to be able to start making up places, because we've got fuel mileage. Now, if we can just start stretching it versus the rest of the field, we're going to be in really good shape come the end of it, I would imagine. But again, there are guys who have pitted after us, so we're not quite on the right strategy yet, or maybe we will be. Who knows? Or maybe it will even out by the end of the race. But it seems like this is a fairly short race, and things may not work out, so it's going to be about maximizing the amount of points we can get, really, at this point. And I think we will have pretty good points, because I think we'll be about halfway up the field if it all works out. And that's a big if.
Car 2 back.
But rebellions are built on hope.
Car 2 back.
As
Nobody's
we
gonna make it easy for
really
you today,
slid the car there.
He's coming high.
That was interesting.
Clear right.
Jeff Gordon gets that run off of the high line, but he does not get the pass made
Car
into
one
turn
back.
3. So I'm just going to move wherever Gordon does, because he seems to be flying. I think we can get Bobby Labonte here pretty soon. And hopefully make quick work with him. Big
Clear
draft
now.
into turn 1 and slide underneath Bobby
You're
Labonte
doing it today.
on the throttle, and around him we go. So that's good. Now we just got to keep Gordon behind us, because Gordon is fast.
Car approaching your rear.
And he looked like he was
Clear.
going to take a look to the extreme inside, but that was not happening. Here comes Bobby, trying to look to
He's right
the
on you.
inside, not quite there.
Car right behind you.
Get into turn 3, down right next to the white line. One of the white lines, not the yellow line though. I would have liked to have been down near the yellow line. That would have meant I had a pretty good corner entry, but not quite. This time though, in turn 3, got in the corner well, did not get off of it particularly spectacularly, and that means Regan Smith is going to pull out just a little bit there,
Go
so we
right
need to
behind you.
refocus here
Looking
a little
inside.
bit. I think I need to
Put
start
on the
running the
low side.
high line. Oh yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Look at all the time I just made up by running that high line. Okay, so we're going to try to run the high line in 3. Or at least a medium line. Seems like you can really carry speed when you're
Keep
on
rolling, keep
used
rolling.
tires in the high groove. As you can see, Jeff Gordon was running the same line I was.
That's it. Come around.
It seems like he
Come on, work
is
your way to the
making up a
front.
lot of time on me, as I believe he's to the inside.
left
No, he's
side.
not. But we are going to get a run on Casey Mears here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him, though. And we're going to jam it in there and hope it sticks, which it does not, but we're going to use him as a cornering tool, and we got around him. Wow. Now Matt Kenseth leads this thing by a country mile. So that's a good thing, as Regan Smith and Josh Wise almost crash in the middle of
He's
turn
going on the
2,
inside.
and then I bounced off the
We're
wall.
on the inside.
Wonderful.
Watch your mirror, he's
Kenseth is
coming up
in, so
fast.
the race leader is in. I could not block Gordon there.
Clear
It
left.
looks like I'm able to run just a little bit faster
Left side's
around the
clear.
outside, and he turns out to
Doing
be a
an
liar,
awesome job today,
as
buddy.
Jeff Gordon completely blows my doors off of the corner. And it seems like my car's running a bit hot, so seems like maybe I should take a little bit of tape off the grill for the next stop. We try to equalize the engine temperature just a little bit. It's not too bad though. Actually, I don't think it's really affecting the engine performance. As we
Stay
get
down.
up into Gordon, and we kind of wreck Gordon. Whoops.
Go low.
Sorry, Jiff.
Clear up high.
Kind of wrecked you. We've got a half tank left of fuel, and there are still cars coming into the pits and out of the pits. So if we got a timely yellow, this could work out, I think.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Thinking's a dangerous prospect sometimes, but you never know.
Nice
Okay,
and easy. Just
so I
keep
think we
doing what
may
you've been
be able to
doing.
make this race in one more stop.
Okay, 20 to go.
No, I don't think so. There's 20 to go now. It may turn out to be a splash and dash at the end. I don't know what's going to happen. That's, I think, why you watch, because you never know what's going to happen in these NASCAR 15
Looking low.
videos. And certainly I don't know what's going to happen in this one,
Car
as we
inside,
get
just
way,
looking.
way too close to the wall
Keep
there.
high, keep
Here
high.
comes Kyle Larson to the inside. He's a lapper, but technically he is going to be the leader when everything cycles around. So does that mean we just technically got lapped? It's a possibility. We are in 12th place right now. Kenseth is coming up behind me. He's another guy who is very fast. Qualified at the front of the field, not
Got one behind
completely
you.
at the front of the field. That was Keselowski, who is right now leading the motor race.
You're all clear. Top 10 is great, but we got a top 5 car. Keep
I don't know if
chasing
we
them,
have a
man.
top 5
Let's do
car.
this.
I think that's a little bit optimistic. But hey,
That's it. Little by little, you gain a
You never
10th on
know.
the guy in front.
now see, this is how I'd want the race to end, is with an 8th place, with a lot of guys pitting on the last few laps. Don't know if that's going to work out that way. I don't
Car
think
in
it's going to
front's
work out
heading to
that
the
way. Actually, this
Car
would be the
3 back.
time I'd want the race to end right now,
Go high. Go high.
because we would
Like we said today, nice and
gain,
smooth. Stay focused.
go all the way up to 3rd. Second, actually, second right at the line from Keselowski. So Kyle Busch leads. He seems to be getting incredible fuel mileage.
Car approaching low.
I'll try to get some leader
Clear
lap
low.
points. And I think we will get those. As we're about
Car
to
2
come
back.
around. And we will pass Kyle Busch,
One
who
back.
is
Coming low.
in the pits.
Coming
No,
on
we
the
won't,
side.
because the yellow's going to come out because we crashed. So that was a bit of a bad move on my part. Boom, into the Z-Max logo. Clipped Matt Kenseth. Around we went. And backwards across the line. I think we did actually leave that lap, though. All right, 4 tires, fuel, little bit of wedge out of the car. Try to loosen her up just a little bit. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape when this thing goes back to green. We'll just have to wait and see, though, for the restart.
Way to
But
go,
yes,
boys.
we are
Nice
in
bid.
fantastic
Okay, let's
shape.
get back in that rhythm. Go
P9,
get these boys.
position number 9. Here we go. Back to green, ready. Fresh tires.
Did he just do that to you?
Yes, he did. I don't know what
Well,
he
you're
did.
a second ahead.
Here we go. Gordon
Come on,
falling
man. Keep
back.
that momentum. Keep that momentum.
Stenhouse just ahead. He's a lapper.
Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
We don't have to worry about
Car in
him.
line with you.
We did have to worry about
Clear
Harvick there
left.
for just a split second, but Harvick's
Car
going to
one
fall
back.
behind. Now we've got all the cars we need to pass right up here. So, can we do it? Stenhouse still trying to be an annoying lap car.
Car approaching high.
They're 4
Car
wide,
outside.
just
One back,
ahead,
coming
and
right.
there we go. We're getting split
Car approaching your rear.
both ways to Sunday, but
inside.
these are all lap cars. All lap
Looking
cars
high.
that are passing me right now.
Car
Except for
outside,
Gordon, who is
trying to
on
get to your corner.
position.
Come on, you got him.
Or on that's 4th position. How about that? That's an easy way to
Closing
say
on the
that.
bottom.
Looks like we may get Truex
Closing
here.
up
Looks
top.
like a lot of the lappers are actually faster than the cars leading the race, which is interesting. May have been that they took tires under the yellow, but we're trying to get to Truex. Can't quite clear him. Got to keep these lap cars behind me, though. They are becoming
Coming
very
on the
annoying very
outside.
fast.
Keep it low. Keep it low.
But we're able to keep them behind.
Right's all clear, bud.
Can we get to Truex? Can we get to Truex? Not quite there, not quite yet. I think we're in good shape. Just
Car
cut in
tucked
front
in
of
behind you.
Allmendinger. Don't want him affecting this. So we get all the way down on the apron.
Right's clear.
And bad exit. Bad exit. Allmendinger's going to slide
Car
through.
2 back.
Now Kenseth is all over the
Car
back
1
of me.
back.
Car
Car
which
up
I
top,
wrecked
just
with to
looking.
bring out this yellow,
Clear high.
which put me in a good position. So maybe I should thank him rather than be mad at
Driver in
him.
first, 2 seconds ahead.
We just got to keep Kenseth behind us, which we do. Let's see if I can run a bit of a higher groove here. Try to get through 3 and 4 just a little bit faster, and no, that's not going to
Move up
happen.
high. Move up high.
Kenseth is going to get around. Got to keep Boyer behind me, and that was the pole sitter, Boyer, and he's way back there now.
Low side's clear.
So it seems like the fast way around 1 and 2 is on the outside, but definitely got to get low in 3 and 4. And Kyle Busch is very slow off of
Clear
turn
left
number
side.
2.
You got this. Nice work, man.
We're actually going to get underneath Blaney.
Check your outside.
Actually, move Allmendinger
approaching
out of the
low.
way. 4 wide. 4 wide off of turn 3. We're going to
There
get a
we go.
run with Regan Smith. Wow, that was
Clear right. Left side's
very close there.
Looking
Very,
low.
very close.
He's charging.
And I
First is
think
leading by 3 seconds.
we're managing to keep all these
Clear
guys
to the
behind
left.
us somehow, some way.
Clear left side.
And the car just pushing up just a little bit there. Blaney's going to get back around. Kind of figured he would.
9 to go.
And we definitely kind of lucked into passing him. Maybe we didn't. Oh boy.
On the bottom. Clear right side.
Wow, that is so close. And there they
Watch
go
your mirrors,
again.
coming up fast.
All underneath.
Left side's clear.
It's just an
Closing up top.
absolute fight right now. I don't know
Top,
where
two
Blaney
back.
ended up. Oh boy.
Car in front's heading to the
Johnson
pit.
almost wrecked me. We
Looking
got a car
high.
coming in.
Car
It's Ryan
outside,
Newman.
Trying to get to your corner.
So we got cars ahead of us
There's 5
pitting.
second gap between
Maybe
you
I
and
don't
the
need to be
leader.
racing this hard. I don't know. I know for a
Right
fact
side
Kyle
clear.
Busch and I are on the same strategy. We both came in at the same time. But I have no clue about the rest of everybody else. So
Go up high.
we're just going to have to wait and see.
He's right
We're
on
up
you.
to 10 laps to go, or we've already hit 10 laps to go. Well under 10 laps to go at this point, and
Now
more
you're
cars
clear.
peeling off. As we dive underneath
High
Tony
side's
Stewart,
clear.
gain a couple
Keep
more
digging.
spots,
The leader is 6 seconds
go up to
ahead.
9th. We've got half a tank to go,
7 to go.
and 7 laps to go. And it seems like more cars are in the pits, or have pitted. So if we can just stay out, we're going to be in really, really good shape. So we're going to start using the old clutch in strategy. Try to just save as much fuel
7
as we
seconds
can.
ahead to the lead car.
Because Harvick is
6 to go.
24 seconds behind. He's the next placed car.
Right's all clear, bud.
And Stewart was not able to pull around.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
And here comes some more pit stops. And
Check
cars
your inside.
in front,
Watch your outside.
including Blaney,
Coming on the high side. Stay on the
and
bottom.
Almendinger, and Bain. So a
Looking
couple
really
more
good,
cars
Mike.
we are able to gain there.
Right side's clear.
Stewart's in 13th. So again, we're not racing Stewart.
There's a 9-second gap to the leader.
And I'm not really concerned about that gap because, you know, if they pit, I'm golden. We just have to save right now as Stewart peels off. And there are more cars in the pits. Harvick's in, so he was the guy who was immediately
4 to
behind.
go.
We didn't gain any positions that time, so no positions to be gained that lap. I think the spotter said 4 laps to go. We're still 24 seconds ahead of the car directly behind us, and Keselowski is coming in to the pits. And that is the whole field coming into the pits. So we are actually going to take the lead
Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've
in
been doing.
the motor race.
3 to go.
3 laps to make it. We've got a 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7, 8. Okay, we've got a big lead. So just clutch in the whole way around. We don't need to worry about anything right now. We've still got a 19, 21, 23, 24 second lead, 25, 26. Okay.
Doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
We've got an amazingly long lead right now. In fact, we've lapped the entire field. Holy cow. Wow. I'm in shock right now. I'm in shock. I cannot believe this is happening. We're coming up to the white flag this time by... Holy cow. And we've got so much fuel on board that I can actually run the final lap at speed, which we are going to do.
Come on, Victor Lane, buddy. This is it.
Here we go. Kentucky looks like it's going to be very good to us in NASCAR 15. Coming around the backstretch for the final time, and into 3 and 4 as well for the final time. Our second win in NASCAR 15 is going to come at Kentucky, and that will help our
Yeah,
sponsors,
out
that
there.
will help our points, that will help our chase. Checkered flag.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Way to go, buddy. Great job. Awesome. Awesome, buddy. Same lane. Awesome job, little buddy.
There it is.
2 wins as a rookie. All eyes are going to be on you from now on, driver.
They're loving you for that one, man.
All right, now let's do the thing I couldn't do with the last win I had, which was, I think, Texas. Let's go up here and really do this right. Pull up here.
Way to go.
There you go. I tried to do the wall stand there. Yeah, that's wonderful.
You're the man.
All right, so we pulled it off in Kentucky. Go down here and tear up the grass. All right. That is the old Menards Bass Pro Shops heap in Victory Lane. And here comes the celebration. Climbing out of my beaten and battered car. There's a guy in a Dale Jr. shirt. Who invited him in here? All right. Checkered flag. There's my fabulous trophy. Get out of here, Dale Jr., dude. This is David Land time. There's a guy taking a weird picture. And there is Miss Sprint Cup. First friggin' place. There you go. We lapped the bloody field, too. That is just wonderful. Brad Keselowski came in second. Of course, 1 lap down. Down through the rest of the field. Danica got a top 10. Cole Witt backed up his performance with a 12th. And Kyle Larson, unfortunately, after dominating a lot of the race, did not do very well. And Tony Stewart, the final car in the race. So, a victory at Kentucky Speedway. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube. And we'll see you in the next video.